Hi, my name is Reed Blinn, Executive Managing Director of Newmark Grubb Knight Frank. Today we'd like to welcome John Palumbo, CEO of HealthRight, to our City Business interview.
I've had almost 30 years in healthcare, and it's been a career that's been balanced between small entrepreneurial type enterprises and larger corporate opportunities. And the interesting part is that my partners and I along the way have interacted pretty directly over the last 15 to 18 years of that. So, we started way back early as a technology company that began to pioneer electronic medical records. Was fortunate enough with two of my colleagues that we ended up being part of the founding group of Allscripts, which is arguably the largest electronic medical record company in the United States today, and clearly was really the first to market leader around the early 2000s. Went public right around 2000 as part of sort of that internet bubble, if you will. Left that and had an opportunity to work with another large technology company called Shared Medical Systems, which is Philadelphia-based out in the Malvern area, which was part of the lead team that we ended up selling Shared Medical to Siemens Medical. From there, reunited with my two colleagues that we did Allscripts with, and really decided that we felt that corporate healthcare was a tremendous opportunity, being able to bring early stage population health management services into large corporate campuses. We founded a company called iTrax. We're fortunate enough to grow it from a startup to about $150 million in revenues, took it public on the American Stock Exchange. And that company ultimately became the market leader in on-site primary care, pharmacy, and other technology services, clinical technology services, occupational health, and early stage population health. And that company ultimately was sold to Walgreens. And then when the Affordable Care Act got passed in 2010, really began to target the remote care models. There's a couple of real looming trends that we as health consumers, whether you're a consumer on the employer side or whether we're a consumer as the individual side, there's a couple of things that are happening as part of the Affordable Care Act and just demographic shifts. One, there's going to be about 120,000 physician shortage within the next decade. We have fewer and fewer physicians that are going into primary care. We also have a tremendous shift in the financial responsibility. So access, affordability to high quality care, as well as the integration of new technologies really allowed us to look at remote care models, and that is what led us to having HealthRight become one of the leading providers of e-health services in the United States. The problem facing the American health consumer today is really access to convenient, affordable, high quality care and well-being. And the care and well-being piece really go hand in hand. When you take a look at the studies of population health segments throughout, there's two metrics that one could argue make one group healthier than the other. One, they have access to a physician. Two, they're insured. Those two simple metrics really begin a cascading effect of how can you help that person manage their health for themselves and their family in a more informed, convenient way that now under the Affordable Care Act, with all the proliferation of high deductible plans, by being able to handle that within their own financial constraints. The number one cause of individual or personal bankruptcies in the United States is healthcare bills. And believe it or not, the average healthcare bill that bankrupts an American is under $2,500. So there are tremendous pressure points around access, affordability, the uncertainty of information flow that's occurring. When and how can I talk to somebody to help answer my questions? It's getting harder and harder to reach a physician. For example, the estimate is that it will take up to 3 months to get an appointment with a primary care physician in the not too distant future. So if you don't know one, you probably should get to know one.